Holy crap. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some more Let's Play. What is this? Grim Dawn. With me, your host, Tim. Oh my god. It has been so long since we have played this game. Right. It's been so long. I probably should remind you what we were doing when we left off. Tell you where we are now and what we'll be up to in this video. Holy crap. Well, everyone, it has been slightly under or over a year since we last played Grim Dawn. And we began working towards beating the game with Diana Toyle here. Our resident druid. Right. Our arcanist slash shaman character. And since the last time I played it, the game has gotten an expansion to it. A bunch of new graphics have been added in for various skills. It's gotten an expanded devotion tree for the constellations. And it has 2 new character classes as well. The Inquisitor and Necromancer classes. And watching Just All in One Resource play this game, I became in the mood to play the game as well. It's been so long. And wow! The Necromancer class is amazing. It feels similar to the old Diablo 2 Necromancer. It is wonderful. Holy crap. But where we left off, we were getting close to the end of the final chapter, or what had been the final chapter in the game together. I actually recorded an hour of this yesterday, but I didn't like how it came out. That reminds me. The volume was just a little too loud for my liking, so we're going to go ahead and lower it a bit. Put back on the music. There we go. Right. So, we're going to go ahead and probably get close to, if not beat the game, this time. Because I scrapped the hour of recording, I won't be able to show us getting to some of the graveyard. We could just redo that part, Tim. Okay, we'll just run around and clear the things I've already cleared. It'll give me a chance to show off the graveyard, because we had just reached it, I think, in the end of the last video. But before we go any further, let's go ahead and cover... Oh, right. Let's cover some of the differences which are in the game, and especially why Diana looks a little different, just in case you haven't played the game in a while. She is so cute. You are so cute. Alright, so, here's her gear. I guess we're going to just hover over things really quick, just in case everyone's forgotten what it is I have equipped. There's probably all sorts of people who have played the ever-living crap out of this game now, can tell you what builds to get, what items to have, and so on and so forth. But I'm just showing you what I'm wearing, because this way, when you see me playing the game, you know, you'll have some understanding of what I have equipped and so on. Only a few blue items. Okay, and that's right. Here's our Arcanist tree that I'm currently running with. And here's my Shaman tree that I'm currently running with as well. So you guys have some idea what's happening there. And this is my current devotion. I have a full, what is this? Tsunami. We've got a full Tempest. And we have a full Owl, I believe, over here. Why did I take Owl? Oh, I think I took Owl for the elemental damage, plus that Frostburn and Electrocute damage, because that's part of her build. And I began taking points into Messenger of War. Right! Messenger of War, and I need another active ability so I can constantly be using this. I currently hotkeyed this to Arcane Will, which is something that helps keep us alive when we're low on life. But I want to take up a new active ability so I can keep casting that. Okay, so next, something else that they released in the game is the Illusionist. The way this works is that you can select a piece of gear, like in this case, the chest plate here that she's wearing, and then select anything else. This gear is all gear you have picked up. The moment you pick up something, I think it gets unlocked for all your characters forever. And so you're able to, I can make her outfit look different if I so wish, for example. See? That's pretty much how it works for all her stuff. Same thing, you can do the same thing with the boots and so on, and you just pay some iron bits for the cost. But I like the look she currently has. I spent a lot of time yesterday actually outfitting her like this. Right, if we go any further, where's my wisp? Where is it? That's right. Okay, let's get out there and re-clear the graveyard again. So, or some of the graveyard at least. Yep, this is the last portal. I reached it yesterday. So we're going to go back here and then clear backwards toward the portal I just left in this video. Just to get the rust knocked off. It was pretty hilarious when I started playing yesterday. It was, really rusty, I guess I should say, when I was running around here. Oh, and furthermore, I have my loot set to rare, so if you don't see a whole lot of yellow loot dropping, it's not because the odds of it dropping has been lowered, it's just because I've decided not to have the game automatically show that to me. Yes, alright, so what are we talking about, Tim? We're out here running around, talking about something already. So, oh, wait, is there no more creatures? Where's all the creatures? Oh, there they are. Hello. Some creatures. Drop a totem. Some of these up. Summon my storms. Good work. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? So it's the end of the year, everybody. Today is September 12th when I'm recording this game. And usually when I play Grim Dawn, I talk about all sorts of other games while playing Grim Dawn. And so, well, I think this time last year, I had talked about all the games I had been playing at the time. So we're going to talk about that. Ooh, careful, Tim. That's death. Guess we'll talk about the same again this time. So what games did I play through this year? And why did I play them and stuff like that? And holy crap, it seems like forever ago since I played through some of these games. I better be talking closer to the microphone, Tim. You'll have to redo this part too. That sucks, because it takes 6 hours to compress a Grim Dawn video. And all your things, you should summon the whatchamacallit first, Tim. Benefit from the fact that it's got decreased resistances on your enemies. What is this? Oh, darn it, missed it. Corpse Desecrator! A new blue item, maybe. What we picked up here? We gained pants we don't care about. What is this? It is a one-handed epic axe. Lots of vitality damage. Wow, that's amazing. We'll keep that for an axe wielder. And there's a bunch of other stuff I don't care about. Okay. Yes, so what games did I play over this year? And why did I play them and so on? Alright, and I don't have the order in which I played them, everybody. It just feels like forever ago that I played some of these, but it was just the beginning of the year. So we played through Anachronox this year. Anachronox was a JRPG game. Well, it's pretty much a save-the-world type of story. It was an American-made game, and it was released back in 2003, I think? 2002 is when the game had been released. It was a PC game as well, one of the few JRPG PC games that had been out at the time. It was made by Ion Storm, I believe, if I recall correctly. The same group that had made... Did that group make Deus Ex? Oh, I can't quite remember. I shouldn't say the wrong thing. I don't think... It's that same group of companies. Oh, the company that made Daikatana. Though, to be fair, when the moment I mentioned that, you're going to think that the game wasn't very good. But no, I loved Anachronox. So I think, to be fair, it had all sorts of problems at the start. In fact, I don't think you could... I think the game was riddled with bugs when it was first released. And it was thanks to... Oh, it's still alive. It was thanks to a developer or two who released an unofficial patch to hammer out all the problems that had been left over or left around, that it became playable and beatable. Right, so I was in the mood to play the game because it had been years since I last played it. And I'm a big fan of the older games, especially. You can tell that by looking at my channel. I have several, like, Commodore 64 games uploaded and so on, and games from my childhood. And I was in the mood to play the game again. The last time I played through it was back in 2007, which is about when I picked up the game. And, the humor was excellent. I really, really enjoyed it. And I think it's one of the only JRPG games I have uploaded to my channel. It's also it's also the last game I recorded that YouTube had supported annotations in, having dropped it earlier for all of us YouTubers in the year. A real shame, too. I miss my annotations, because I can't actually inform you guys of corrections. I actually have to record a correction, which is awkward for me because I have to remember to record that correction. Which, you know, it's me. I forget everything. Die already, horrible creature. You dead for good? No. He's alive. Can you jump another storm? Yeah, another storm. Let's kill it with shards. Good work, Diana. Things die so fast to her. Holy crap, she's amazing. Oh, by the way, this is new. Right in here, they added a new secret area. I think there was a hidden chest in here yesterday. Today, it's just a metal strongbox. Well, a little bit of loot. The extra loot and the secrets. I love finding all the secrets in the game. Though I think I've missed most of them. Right, I'm getting distracted, Tim. Talk about Anachronox some more. So, what about Anachronox in particular made me want to play it, besides the fact it's been a long time? And why did I decide to subjugate all you people to it? Well, again, story, for the most part. The game had I think it had an actual what's the proper word to say? Actors and actresses from a voice troupe do it. And the camera work in the game is phenomenal. They had, I don't want to say the wrong thing, so it's, I still remember to go and check up on it. I don't know if this is 100% true, but I seem to remember hearing, which is to say that take this with a grain of salt, that they had like a film producer or something decide how the camera work would happen in that game, which explains why it rotates around so much and shows different angles for like even the smallest things like elevator trips up and down and so on. It was phenomenal, and the story was great. I absolutely love it to this day. I still remember the reveal about the main plot and how the universe is going to be destroyed. Absolutely fantastic. And there was quite a diverse group of characters as well. I like that there was a superhero as part of the group as well. That was El Paco, if I remember correctly. The Fist. Fantastic idea. Then the Mysterium, or Mysteria, I think that's what it was called. The magic system in that game. I love the idea behind it, although in practice it could have been a little bit better. But I like the way that you could so it allowed you to customize how much power you wanted certain types of magical, how to describe it, materia might be the best thing to try to describe it as. It's a customizable materia system where, depending upon what type of how to describe it, actually I'm going on a tangent. I'm talking about this too long. Let's just say that I really enjoyed the customization aspect of it. It's a shame that only at the very end of the game were we able to see some of the awesome-looking summons and spell effects that were in the game. I was so hoping that they would finish the game as well. It ended at a cliffhanger because I think they ran out of money or ran out of time. And so they push it forward with the intent to release the next game later on in the series, but it never was released. I think that the main developer and/or team who worked on the game mentioned that if they weren't able to ever produce the rest of the game, then by like 2020, they'd release at least how the story was supposed to go to everybody. But of course, I don't know if they'll actually be able, if they'll remember that or follow through with it. But if they do, I'm looking forward to it. It'd be be awesome if they released a new Kickstarter for it. But then on that note, I just remembered that I don't really check Kickstarters as often as I used to. Don't mind. I don't mind at all. You don't need any of that stuff. Right, what was another game we played together? Xenonauts. And I'm not talking about the Xenonaut. Oh, I'm gonna die, Tim. If they're whatchamacallit activated. I think your SB guards, whatever they're called. Did I pick up here? Oh, hello. Elemental damage. With +3 the exchange. Wow, that might actually be better than what we're currently using. We'll lose cold and pierce resistance. We can put plus pierce resistance into this. Yeah, that's actually better than what we're wearing. We've had to be 3 levels higher for it. Okay. Not bad. Wow, natural upgrade. Holy crap, how about that? Yeah, so we played through and beat Xenonauts earlier this year. We had started, I think, in the summer, if I recall correctly, or the fall at least. Oh, you poor creatures, not attacking my Tempest Storm Totem. Is that it? That's all, yeah. Pick up. Stay close to the microphone, Tim. Yeah, so I was in the mood to play a turn-based strategy game last year that wasn't... okay, that was a toss-up between the original XCOM and the new Xenonauts. I had Xenonauts for a long time, and I wanted to play through it. I used my channel to help me actually beat the games that I begin playing, because otherwise I tend to start them and then never finish them. In fact, that was a big problem this year, because I think there was 2 or 3 games, this one amongst them, that I started and never actually finished. And I will be beating all the games I started. It will just take me a little bit of time to finish them up. No, in fact, that's what I got. Alright, so... yeah, so Xenonauts. So that game is a turn-based strategy game. It's very similar to the original XCOM, and it has some slight differences too. In the new Xenonauts, keeping your people alive is a lot more important, or I think it's a lot more important, than it was in the original XCOM. There's also no psionic powers for the humans in it either, which can be annoying because the enemies get psionic powers. And it's more important to keep all the countries a part of the collective. as it were, as well. You do not want to lose countries because you can't make any money selling anything in the game. But yeah, I was in the mood to play one of those games, especially because I never beat the original XCOM, and I never played Xenonauts aside from more than like maybe 10 minutes or so when I first started. And so I wanted an excuse to play through one of those two games, and it ended up being Xenonauts. And holy crap, that game was wonderful. What is this? Wow, that could be good for one of my other characters. Okay, so why did you... Oh, well, to help me beat the game. I loved the new Xenonauts. It was great. I did mod it. In fact, I was playing the Community Edition, which already had some mods, and I installed a few mods beyond that to deal with some of the more frustrating parts of the game. And then I further modded it and made it easier, arguably way too easy, by... Actually, not arguably, absolutely too easy, by making it so that we could have better troops. Their minimum stats were increased by 5, I think, back then. I made aircraft be able to refuel faster, and actually just refuel faster. And in particular, this was the big one. I made it so I could bring 2 more or 4 more people with me on my missions whenever we touched down, because I was under the impression the game was going to play, or wanted the game to play, very similarly to the old XCOM, which you could bring like I seem to remember you being able to bring like 20 or even more than that troops with you on a mission. It was crazy the amount of people you could bring with you. But a little way through the playlist, I realized right away that no, I unbalanced it horribly. Because you want to keep your crew members alive. You do not want to have a high turnover. It's not that type of game. And wow, this really trivialized the majority of the game because of that. Yeah, that's a real shame. As I played through the playlist, people were remarking like, I think you made the game too simple. And I was like, yep, totally did. But you know, I already had gone 2/3 through the game, or half through the game, before I really felt it. And I removed the extra people as I went through the game, but by then, you know, it's too late. You're already started with having more people, which makes it, you kind of steamrolled into the later portions of the game. So we're playing through the game again, and this time without the additional people. But with all my other changes are still installed and working. Or rather, I replicated all the other changes I had done earlier. Yeah, good job, Storm. Nice work. And so I'm playing through the game again because I want to actually not have that easy of a time. And I'm already struggling, which is fantastic. These are friends, Tim. You can't drop meteors. Well, you can drop meteors on friends, but it's not going to actually damage them. Oh, those are friends. Those are friends. I think, is that it? No, that's almost it. More Chthon creatures. Don't comment on you. Good work. Right, what's another game I played this year? Oh, actually, when it comes to Xenonauts, that game had like, I think 100-something parts to it too. That was a lot of fun to play a long campaign, which is another reason why I played through Sword of the Stars this year. A game I've never beat the computer in. I would always start and then never finish a campaign because it would take a very long amount of time, and I almost always was on the receiving end of getting the butt kicked. These are friends, Tim. These are more friends. Friends don't kill friends. Well, they do. They can, but it's usually a bad thing. Is that it? That's it. All right, so I guess we'll work towards beating the game then. Let's go back to town and sell this stuff really quick. Yeah, so we played through Sword of the Stars on the channel this year. Cute. I love her eyeliner. And for Sword of the Stars, again, I never beat the game, and I figured it'd be fun to watch me lose throughout the campaign and get any advice I could get from anyone else who was watching the game, because something I really appreciate for Let's Plays is that people are eager to help you when you need help with things, give you advice, and so on. I'm constantly amazed at how little I know about the games I play, or it certainly seems to be the case, because even with Armageddon Empires, a game that I've played hundreds of hours in before I uploaded the first one of it to YouTube, I still was confused about like extra fate points that we received, or how the actual scouting detection and stealth mechanic worked, and so on. So having people comment on the videos and explain it to me, that's incredibly helpful. Especially give some criticism about if I'm doing things wrong, etc., etc. Oh, this is new, by the way. They gave you more space just by default in the storages that you have, and you can purchase more group storage for all your characters, and each individual person can unlock up to 5 total storages for themselves. So they really let you store all sorts of stuff with all your... Oh god, Tim, that would have been a huge mistake. With all your characters. Alright, let's see. So let's do all my combinations. Go there, you go here. Sorry, I've been doing this ever since they let me... Ever since they took away the unique passives that were on all these. I always keep one stack of unfinished components and then a stack of finished components into these different areas. I'm babbling. Let's get back out there. I'm trying to beat the game. Yeah, so Sword of the Stars. Holy crap, that game was... Oh, we should talk more about Xenonauts, too. Alright, so we'll go back and talk about Xenonauts a little bit, too. So Sword of the Stars, it was good to have all your guys' assistance. I really liked the help when it came to the economy. I didn't really appreciate... I knew it was important, but didn't appreciate how important it was to get the freighters up and running for all my different planets. And it was terrifying. Fighting both the Hive groups. Oh my goodness! Wow, that was nuts. How powerful they were. All their ships were compared to, like, we had higher rated ships, like I guess not arguably stronger, but we had. What's what we're looking for? We had larger holes, but the Hivers just had fantastic techs for damage, and we were being annihilated. If not for Kreekrops helping us out, and for us basically, well, actually, now I think about it, we were actually fighting on his planets, trying to keep the Hivers from reaching ours. And because Kreekrops went with cloaking technology, the Hivers never built a single anti-cloaking tech, which meant that Kreekrops was able to walk all over them. Kreekrops was a Morigi player in that game. And we were... What did we play? We played the Tarkas in that game. And so, long story short, the Hivers looked like they were about to annihilate everybody. But then, thanks to the tech that Kreekrops took, they weren't able to do so. But then Kreekrops declared war on us right at the end of the Hiver War, with us two being the only last surviving groups. I think they did it because we also made a different Morigi player submit to us. We didn't actually conquer his cities, if I recall correctly. We eventually... Oh, well, actually, we started to. But then we actually used... What's what I'm looking for? Oh, Tim, you might have missed something back here. We used... it's not civilization tech, but it'd be something similar to it. Dialogue? To basically make them understand that they had no chance to survive against us. But the moment we did that, then Seacrops, the other Morigi player, declared war on us. And this was after we had researched the ability to coexist with Morigi on the same planets. Because of that, we ended up having to wipe out every single Morigi on all of our planets and wipe out Seacrops and all of his. In a very... oh god. In a very in a very anticlimactic fashion. It was so sad that the two most powerful nations... And Seacrops the Terrible, his whole army just fell before us. It was awesome. Don't get me wrong. Oh, nice, we're respected with the Outcasts now. It was wonderful, but it was so disappointing with how easy it had been in the end. That's such a shame. All right, so we're over here, by the way, everyone, for the game itself. Oh, try to sit close to the microphone, Tim. We're here to destroy the Blood Wagon. We just got one of them. I think there's 2 left out here. Once they're all destroyed, we will unlock a seal, blocking us from going underneath this graveyard in order to reach the... I think these Cthulhu members, this cult, are trying to summon the... what is it called? It begins with an H. It's not Harbinger, but we might as well call it that. Some giant, horrible creature from entering our world. Alright, so back to Xenonauts. I loved how terrified I was in that game. Every single The aliens are so clever. The AI is so good in that game at figuring out where you're going to be, and very frustrating in that it's able to place grenades exactly where it needs the grenades to kill all your troops. Oh my goodness. So many grenade deaths where they throw it directly onto our shield people and kill them. That was very frustrating. Very frustrating, but still fun. It's still fun. Very nerve-wracking because you don't want to lose anybody. But on that same note, you have to take risks because the aliens aren't going to move forward. Especially later on against certain aliens with mind control powers that could hit you anywhere on the map, so you had to charge in. Oh, I'm not looking forward, actually, now I think about it, about facing Dread again. It was really good, though. I love the panicking about losing the countries. The tactical combat, I absolutely love it in the Xenonaut game. It's different than the new XCOM remake, and I prefer the original XCOM's turn-based strategy to the new one. Let's go, Storm. Summoning more of these. Oh, these are friends, Tim. These are friends. I guess we'll go this way. And assaulting the alien bases, how nervous I was for the Terra missions. It was so wonderful. The bridge has collapsed, preventing access to another section of the necropolis. It must be restored before we can cross it. 40 scrap and 10 iron bits. We have 54 scrap, so we could do it. I don't think I've ever walked over here. I think that direction might be the way to another one of the roguelike dungeons. So the next video we do, we'll record that, I think. And now we're just going to grab this to sell it. All right, so... Oh, hello. Exalted Stash. That sounds very promising. Tempest of the Void. Let's see, what is this? 9% all damage. To pets. No. We'll stick with my... Wait, why am I using this? I think I'm only using this because of the +1 to Trojan Sky Shard. In which case, that's better in every way. $45 lightning damage. Chaos. Electrocute. Oh, this is better than what we're currently using. By far. But we'll hold on to the Wind Callers anyway, just in case we get the rest of the set. Let's go back to town and actually equip this item. And we'll also vendor... What was this? Case damage, bleeding, elemental resistance. I might be able to use that for someone else. Alright, so vendor. We want this. Our damage per second decreased, actually. That's because of the attuned lodestone. We'll rip that out of this component. Pretty nice fire ring, honestly. Wow, and that's a decent poison ring. Why don't we hold on to some of those? Okay, let's remove the lodestone.
Let's take a look, shall we? Be safe out there.
There we go. That is more like it. Oh, only a little bit more damage. Interesting. Alright, whatever. It's still useful. Alright, so let's go ahead and visit our stash and put some of these... Oh, the helmet. Oh, and I need a component in my armor. I forgot about that yesterday. Okay, so...
Safe storage. No questions.
I want... What is this? 9% all damage. Oh, hello. This is better than what you're currently using, Tim. Yup. There's no reason why you shouldn't be using this over this one. Darn it! Okay, we'll fix that. Let's put this into the shared stash. And this is coming to you, Diana, for the future. We're going to use this now. So what do we have around for something to be put into the head slot here? shields, chest. Actually, if I hover over this, no, I can't. All right, so chest armor, chest, hand, head. Elemental damage, ether resistance, elemental resistance. 10% elemental could be useful. We have chaos resistance. That's actually really important because we have almost no chaos resistance on her. Okay, we'll use the last sanctified bone then. And we'll store this over here. Yeah, only 12% chaos resistance. Diana's going to die several times to the final boss. There's nothing we're going to be able to do about that, unfortunately. Oh crap, we're still carrying this axe. We'll be fine. Alright, so hello.
Tinkering is my specialty. Goodbye for now.
Okay. Alright, let's just get back out there again. We were talking about Xenonauts when we left off, and I keep moving away from the microphone. Let's get back over here. Yeah, so assaulting enemy bases was very nerve-wracking, even with the other people. Reapers! Oh my god, Reapers. I am so not looking forward to fighting swarms of those again. Especially with less people. It's gonna be really tough. There were quite a few missions where, thanks to the extra people I had with me, that was why I won. And so we're gonna probably be suffering several losses this time around instead. That's it's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. Holy crap. Anyway, Xenonauts is a great game. I can highly recommend it. I do recommend that you check out all the... You can check out various mods for the game as well, because there are some bits of it that... I don't like knocking the games that I play. I'm just going to... read these. I know in the past I was reading them on screen, but you've missed several of them, so we're just going to... just get them for the experience. We'll read all the notes in the expansion, however. We'll still do that. Yeah, so I highly recommend Xenonauts. I can also recommend Sword of the Stars. I may not give them as high a grade because the graphics aren't spectacular these days and so on. And there's a lot you have to manage for both of them. But if you do like that sort of thing, I think you'll like those games. And of course, I have playlists of them up on my channel, so you can see what it's like to play through them. Is that it? That's it. We got here. After chaos, nope, this is junk. So that as well. What's another game we played through? Turok 2! Holy crap! FPS. We actually played through at least one FPS this year. I think that was the only one. Yes! I don't believe in you. Oh, did I die? No, I just took a bunch of damage for some reason. That was weird. Yeah, so we played through Turok 2. Turok 2 was a game I've beaten many, many times. I leveled! Alright, we'll spend that point in a little bit. It is a very old school FPS. I think it was released originally on the Super Nintendo? No, Nintendo 64, I believe, is what it was. Oh god, you're a giant monster.
That skill's not good.
Nice, good job killing the rock people. Another wagon destroyed. I think so. Horrible demon. Yeah, so it's an FPS from I played when I was like in high school or something like that. So I was a teenager, and it was holy crap. The remake of it, remake is the proper term for it. Remastered version of it was so well done. I really, really enjoyed it. I remembered everything, most things about it, from the levels, from all the weapons and stuff like that. It was just a great game to play through again. Different difficulties as well, including a new difficulty, which I'm playing through the game right now on, which makes it so that there's you only have one life. If you die, you got to restore from a previous save. Monsters do incredible amounts of damage and so on, so you can make it as tough or as easy as you like. They added the ability to teleport to the different save stations, and you can save anywhere. It's such a nice change, and I absolutely love the game. Oh my goodness, the music is great. The combat feels great because it's an old school FPS, so it's not a cover shooter. It's one of those, you know, the old, like, Duke Nukem type of games and so on. With an unbelievable arsenal of weapons, including the cerebral bore. There's a weapon that is heat tracking and tracks onto your enemy's brain and drills a hole in their head and pumps out their cerebral fluid. Yup. Doesn't get much better than that. That is amazing. And you get to watch as the fluid just oozes out everywhere. The creature's agonizing pain. It's fantastic. A great game is that game. Oh my goodness. I was looking forward to the release ever since I had heard. Holy, green items. That's amazing. One second. Drop this down here too. Oh, there's a boss there. There's a boss. There was a boss. He's dead now. What do we have here? We have junk. Which loot we don't care about. Holy crap, 100% lightning damage. Really? We can't use it. It's probably not better for us than our offhand. 50% to all damage is better than 100% to lightning. But I'll still keep it to see if it is. Cold, lightning, chaos, frostburn, electric. Wow. Oh, this would be good for her, actually. Because those percentages help her, too, and it gives her a gun. She would just need more cunning for that weapon. But too much... Oh, we leveled up, Tim. You would need 55 more cunning somehow. Okay. We are level 48, I think, right? Yes, so in another 2 levels, we're only going to earn 2 points per level up instead of 1. We also have this item. What does this do? Oh, wow. There's no reason why we shouldn't be using this. That's 8% to all damage, but we gain 22% to elemental, which is basically all damage. Frostburn electric. Yep, you want this. Goodbye, utility pack. Wow, we're getting upgrades out here. That's amazing. Okay, where are we putting our points? What was I working towards? I just unlocked elemental balance for the extra burn, frostburn, and electrocute. What are we working towards? I guess we're working towards Shattered Star. And then probably Star Pact. So let's begin working towards this ability. I'm done putting points in Shaman. I don't think there's anything I'm interested in that's... Well, actually, no. There's Maelstrom that I'm interested in. But that will that'll have to wait till later. We're 25 levels away, though, Tim, if you put only 1 point in this per level up. Well, I don't really have a choice. I want to keep putting points in all these skills as well. It's not completely leveled yet. Wow. Alright. Let's put... Let's put another point into elemental balance. Let's put 2 more points in this, I think. I want that to go up to plus 50%. So we'll keep putting points in that until it's about there, and then that'll be decent enough, I think. Okay, what do we have over here? Physical Eternal. It's a book, though. Take you as well. And we should deactivate and reactivate this so we get the change. I don't remember if they ever fixed that or not. I think we're ready to go... Oh. We're now ready to go downstairs. All right, let's head to the seal and work towards beating the game. We have, I think, 2 more levels to do. 2 or 3 more levels, and then it's over. Holy crap. About another hour, maybe, in the game. Oh! Honestly, I might not have the... Well, it's too late now, Tim. You have to keep going. I may not have the disk space to do this. This game is expensive to record. So if I was to quit the game now, though, we'd have to do what we just did again and destroy all the blood wagons. So no, let's beat the game. We're gonna do it right here. Or try to. Oh, look at this. This looks amazing. I'm constantly just awestruck by how gorgeous this game looks. It is really incredible. Okay, well, let's get through the Tomb of the Watchers together. It's a Turok 2. Oh, hello, horrible monsters. Absolutely fantastic game. I love that FPS. We played through Thief Deadly Shadows, really? I have a small list of the games that I beat through. I played through. So that I can talk about them while I'm playing as best as I can without getting distracted by everything that's happening on screen at the moment. And yeah, I guess we played through Thief Deadly Shadows again. So I probably want to do that one again because of how bad the original Let's Play was. I think at the time I wasn't using a real microphone, I was using a headset. And I much prefer the microphone I'm currently using over the old headsets I used to use. I'll still end up using a headset in the future. When my friend Chris comes over, we play games together. Because realistically, that's a better way for us to talk than the microphone. I don't have a way to put the microphone between both of us, as it were. What is this? That's junk. This one? That's also junk. Oh, crap! I leveled, and I meant to put one of those points into an active ability. For Messenger of War. Oh, well. Sorry, for that... Yeah, for that ability. Darn it. Okay, well, it's too late. Let's keep going. So, let's also summon a teleporter. Yes. What was I talking about? Thief Deadly Shadows. So, the game was fun to play through again. I always really liked the cradle. That was really, really dangerous. Making it so that I wouldn't reload the game. Like, if I died, I'd have to restart the entire level. Did we fail at all? I don't think we did. However, I'm playing Diana wrong. We should be using the storm first because I have the minus elemental resistance on it. And these are all junk. Right. So we got to play Garrett through again. I think I was also anticipating playing through the new Thief. I actually own the new Thief, but haven't played through it. I've heard it plays more like Dishonored than Thief. Now, to be fair, you can play through Dishonored like Thief if you really want to. Like, you don't have to kill people. It's just fun to do so in that game. But yeah, so I'm willing to give it a shot, and it might end up being played through on my channel later next year. Because again, it's like most of the games I have, I own it and never played through it. So I need the encouragement to play through it by, well, uploading it to the channel. It was fun to play through the game again, though. There was no real patches, Oh, no, there was a big mod I installed, too. I don't think it upgraded the graphics to it. I remember that, what did the mod do, Tim? Do you remember? It took away the short levels to the game. You see, when Thief Deadly Shadows had first come out, oh god, oh god. The game was basically was it a port? Is it the proper thing to say? I think it was a port, though. Sure, we'll go with port. It was a port from the Xbox. I think the original Xbox at the time. And as such, like on a PC, for example, you could have massive levels, but not on the Xbox. And so the levels had these blue transition doorways. Oh god, Tim, you're gonna die. You don't have a great deal of poison resistance. Woo! We survived. Oh my god, that was really freaking close. Let's grab one of these. What do we get? Oh, that's great for a different type of character. Physical damage, eternal trauma. Binding. Drop one of these. Actually, I think we're... No, I think we do have a level to go down. We're actually making great time, though.
That skill's not ready.
Is that it? Well... Good job. Good job, everyone. Alright, so... Yeah, so it was fun to play through the game. I really like the story for that game. I love the villain in that game. I don't want to ruin it in case you actually play through it. And the mod felt fantastic. Not having these different loading screens really let me enjoy the entire game without having to because without worrying about the game crashing on me, because it used to do that when I had been recording the game originally on different level loads. So not having that worry, fantastic. Great job, modding team for Deep Deadly Shadows. Not that you're probably going to watch this video of mine, but whatever. I do appreciate all the hard work you guys do. We played through Gorky 17. Right. Holy crap, was that this year? It feels like 3 years ago I played through that game. That was a turn-based strategy game, similar to the closest thing I can think of would be like a Final Fantasy Tactics type of game, where we were walking around and then we're basically like an elite squad of soldiers in this abandoned slash, I don't know what to call it. Fallout isn't quite right, but it was basically this Russian site where these experiments had been being performed. And we were there to extract some scientists which had shown up. You get to fight all sorts of different creatures. In the game, there was, I like the way the weapons worked and what have you. It was basically Final Fantasy Tactics. But, well, if I'm being honest, the voice acting was worse. But it was still fun. I really liked the game. I'm amazed at what they did with what they had back then. I never had even heard of the game. The creatures were crazy, absolutely crazy looking creatures as well. I can't really do it justice, unfortunately, other than to say that I really enjoyed playing through the game. It was great to see the story unfold as it did, and I hope no one minded that I actually was pretty much shocked at the voice acting as we played through the game. But hey, they do a better job voice acting than I do, right? So what the heck? People have listened to me do miserable voice acting for the games that I've been playing through for years. So I'm in no, well, I guess you can judge, but hey, I can't do it. So good for those guys. Yeah, Gorky 17. Oh my god. I remember though, if you're hearing a game and you decide to look it up, that I had to install a bunch of fixes for my computer. Like, oh, what fixes? That's incorrect. I had to install software on the system, on my computer, in order to run it. Because if I use the video editing, the game crawled at like 5 frames per second. And unfortunately, there was a projection problem. Depth. There was a depth problem. Like, do you see how Diana's can walk behind this? Well, this pillar. In that game, your characters always walked in front of everything, even when they were actually walking behind things. It was a little distracting, but still, it didn't stop us from beating the game. Oh, and there was 1 or 2 battles which would crash whenever I did them, so I was unable to actually record them. But otherwise, it was great. Holy crap! And I heard that there's part of a not necessarily a series of tactical turn-based games. And I meant to watch the other ones if there were any others around, so, but I didn't. So I'm gonna have to keep doing that. And I'm still casting everything incorrectly. I think the way I do what I do is because I want that Sky Shard off of cooldown. Heroic Slayer! As soon as I possibly can. What's going on with all that? What's going on? Stop that. Pick up a ring? What is this? Pick up something I'm interested in? 21 Chaos Resistance is nice, but I'm not willing to lose that much damage. Well, to be fair, it's not that much damage, Tim. We may actually end up using this in the final room. That Chaos Resistance will be very important. Basically, the room is flooded with floor-covered chaos damage, with things shooting chaos bolts at you and everything of the sort. So every single point of chaos resistance you can get is really freaking helpful. Wow, that's a crazy amount of chaos damage on that. We're just gonna vendor these, Tim. If you keep... I have a bad habit in this game in that I almost always just collect everything that falls on the ground because I really just want to keep using it on different characters. This ends up giving me a huge log of all this crap that I end up never using. Yeah, just vendor it. I'm sure it's good, but you don't have a character who's gonna use it right now. 16% elemental damage is arguably better than only 20% lightning. We get a little bit of health regen, but we lose... No, I can't lose the energy regen. Yesterday, I traded out a suit, my armor, for a different suit and lost 4.4 energy regen. I'll end up really struggling to regen energy if I drop everything I've got. Guess we'll just pick up all this stuff and go back to town and sell it really quick. We're about to hit the last level down. That was... No, I like my current circlet better. That doesn't sound good. The door is open. Guess we'll... Should we read that one? Yeah, we'll read that one. But I'll do it... What we're going to do, everyone, is I'm going to go off screen really quick. Once I'm done clearing this little hallway. Okay. I'll go off screen, sell my stuff. We'll be back and I'll read that note, and then we'll proceed downward. It also gives me a chance to check on my hard disk, make sure I have enough space. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I've got like 20 minutes worth of time left to record before my disk space is full. So we're just going to kind of rush this. That's... Unfortunately, we don't have time. And if I'll have to redo the entire level from everything we've done today, basically, if I run out of time. So we're gonna see how fast we can clear this and make a beeline right for the end. I think we can still do this in 20 minutes. And we can record everyone's... then I can come back and append the rest of the video tomorrow and wrap up this session with it. In other words, we can turn in the fact we beat the quest and what happened at the very end here. Alright, just charge in. Yeah, look at the awesome tentacles, by the way. Incredible looking. I absolutely love this game. It did such a great job on the feel of everything. But that was a waste. Didn't kill a single guy with that. Keep moving around. 2,000 damage on that crit. Wonderful work. Hello, oh, the tentacles, I think some of them will lash out at you if you get too close to them as well. So you gotta be careful of them. Yeah, keep everything going. Yeah, we're just gonna be charging forward. Though... Oh god! Steam achievements! That was old tab, I think. I could keep moving. Legendary Wars reach rank 3. Doesn't matter whatsoever. We need to find the passage that will lead us through this area. That's not it. Right, so we're talking about Gorky 17. Yeah, so I really like the game. It wouldn't have been a game I would normally have played. And if I'm gonna be honest, I probably won't play through it again. But it was like only $1. It was for $1. That was great for $1. Holy crap! That was an incredible game. Really glad I got the chance to play through that one. Holy crap! We played through Rain World together this year, and wow, did I ever lose my temper with that game. So many hours of gameplay never got uploaded for that game because of just how furious I was at it. The game is a platformer. I guess you would say it's a survival platformer, since it's not like Super Mario Brothers or something. Basically, you have a random amount of time to exist in the world. Okay, let's say that you start a Mario level. Nah, it's not right at all. Okay, I can't just do it justice, especially because I'm in a rush here. But let's just say that it'd be like Don't Starve, but a platformer. The best way to call it. It's much tougher, I think, than Don't Starve is. Well, okay. Anyway, survival platformer with an end to it. You can actually beat the game as well. For the game, the lore of the game is great. I really like the look of the game. The way that they designed the levels and the look and feel of the game itself is simply wonderful. It is fantastic. I think I went the wrong way. Bigger. Die, tyrant! But the controls were very, very difficult, and sometimes the character you're using, the slug cat, will do. It certainly doesn't seem like it does what you want it to do half the time, opting to kill itself or throw itself into enemies rather than leap away from them sometimes, because of how context sensitive it is to use certain abilities or skills. That's right, for jumping, because the game looks at you and says, okay, Oh, holy crap, we're at the end of the game, actually. The game's like, are you on a pipe? Are you on a whatchamacallit? Like in a tunnel? Careful, Tim. This is all chaos damage. He can easily kill you.
Taste of the power of the thaw.
Taste the power of the sky. Oh god, gonna die! Can't regenerate. Is he dead? Woo! No help for you. No, this is no place for you guys. Get out of here. Woo! We did it! And this is Rift, Chthonic Rift. I think back to town? The final seal. Unfortunately, but I don't have time to read these. We'll read them tomorrow. We're just gonna step through here and beat the game. Let's do it. Alright, everyone. Time for final boss. Get ready for us to die a whole lot. We're gonna actually equip this, because I really need the chaos resistance. Alright. Here we go. She's so cute.
Take that.
Take that. There it is, everybody. Right there. That horrible creature is the end of the game. It does chaos. It does screams of chaos. Sends out chaos orbs, spits poison and what have you around as well. We're just gonna keep that in front of it. Yep, it'll send these things out, which will shoot chaos orbs at you as well. It'll summon moving rifts of chaos damage on you and everything. Ogrim's just died. Yep, it'll summon some sub-bosses we have to kill now. Keep doing it, Tim. Gotta be careful of the tentacles. Oh, did we kill the sub-bosses? Careful of the moving vortex. Almost died. Yep, they'll send doom bolts at us as well. Keep summoning more enemies. Keep killing it, Tim. I'm surprised we're actually doing so well, honestly. This is pretty amazing. Oh, careful of that moving rift. Seems like it's something less of these things, if I'm being honest. I seem to remember this being a lot... Oh, God. A lot more dangerous. Kill it. Kill those tentacle things. Watch out. Is it dead? Oh, my God. We won. Wow. Woo! Holy crap. That could have gone a whole lot worse. Wow! Alright, well, we won, everybody. Let's see what loot we get. We got an Orb of Readiness. Chaos Resistance is nice, but the rest of this is just so-so, so that's garbage. We don't care about fire. Level 50. Praetorian Face Guard. Oathbreaker. I think I already have this one. This is a mace? No, a range... Oh, a gun. Yeah, I have this several times over. And a bunch of more just garbage. I'll take a look at these off screen. Probably just all junk, though. Hey, holy crap! That was... I thought we would die over and over and over again. I had a miserable time fighting this thing the first time through. And the last loot... That's just... Chaos and Ether Resistance, plus damage reflected isn't bad, but I'm not willing to lose 22% damage for it. Alright, everybody, that will do it for us. Thank you all for watching. That was... Normally, this would be the end of the game, and we'd leave, and I'd talk to everyone back at town. But we're going to call it quits here instead, and we'll speak to Inquisitor Creed and read the books, the notes we picked up, and everything else like that in the next video, where we'll start the expansion, which I haven't started yet. So we'll see that for the first time together. And I'll see you guys then. Thank you all for watching, and take care, everybody.